James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the Trey, yes and no, friends and the foes, the Butlers and the Herro. You can feel it in your soul. The win, the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah! Welcome to the motherfucking post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, but you know that. You also know that we lost this fucking game, and it's one reason and one fucking reason only that we did it. Smedium 14 back on the court for your Miami Heat, which meant 5 shots for Caleb Martin, 9 shots for Duncan Robinson, 6 shots for Josh Richardson, 8 shots for the one and only Jaime Jaquez Jr. No shots for Haywood Highsmith. I was disgusted, but it's not about me. It's about this beautiful panel that we have set before you. Each and every person on here, an illustrious member of the Kane Gang. So we're going to start with my dog, Kane New. New, how you doing today?
Sensational.
Fantastic. Love to hear it. Looking like a pregnant single mother, we got my boy Kane, Ricky J. Mark down there. Ricky, how you doing today? Cook. We fucking with it. Excuse me. Damn, I had a little gas up there in my throat. Also, we got my boy Kane Threat out here. Threat, how you doing today?
What's going on, lovely fellows? Another Miami Heat game we have going on here. Enjoying it.
Off we go on another Miami Heat NBA venture, as I always say. We got my boy probably paying attention to other sports as we speak. My boy Kane Kendall. Kendall, how you doing today?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm living.
Love to hear it. And then there's TJ. So, New, we're going to start with you. New, give me your thoughts on the game tonight.
This team's not good. I don't care how you try to slice it. I don't care what you try to convince yourself to believe. This is not a good team. You score 66 points in the first half. You end up with 108. Like, the same problem that we've had since year 1, we have in year 5. They cannot consistently score the basketball. They're going to be bad in the third quarter. It is what it is. They like their team, except reality.
Come on now. Shout out to the boy Vince, who consistently reminds you of that. Kane Threat, go ahead and give me your thoughts on tonight's game, brother.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. That fourth quarter was lit. They was going blow for blow, band for band the last 3-4 minutes of the game. Unfortunately, we were a couple bands short. And that's what happens when you bank on bitch ass niggas to win the game. But no, man, I like what I saw from a few guys. I like what I saw from Herro, man. He came back into the role and picked up right where he left off with a loss for the Miami Heat, but getting 25 points. Bam Adebayo felt like he was forcing a little bit of shots. The length of Rudy Gobert pause was definitely affecting him a little bit, especially late in that game. Rudy Gobert had a big impact. I didn't like that for the DPOY narrative that I'm trying to push. But we're going to keep on pushing, though, man. On to the next game. We're going to figure something out, right?
Yep. We figured out some shit tonight, too. We figured out that the Miami Heat would do anything possible to keep Tyler Herro in that starting lineup. Like, even pretend like Kyle Lowry is hurt so that they don't have to make the decision that we was all waiting for weeks to see what they would do. Ricky, give me your thoughts on tonight's game, brother.
I think at the end of the day, we saw a better team beat a lesser team. The Minnesota Timberwolves, from the start of the game all the way to the end, dominated the rim play. They outscored Miami by 20 points at the basket. The length, the size, the girth was ultimately too much for Miami to handle. And quite frankly, you could see how things just flipped over from one half to another. Things started out in Miami's favor in the first half, and then the T-Wolves just started to remember. I mean, I'm not going to argue with Threat as far as the fourth quarter being entertaining, but you kind of had a feeling that, yeah, this was eventually going to go the Timberwolves' way. And of course, I know we're going to talk about it, but I do find the final stat lines to be a bit peculiar now that there's a certain player back on the floor. And it's interesting to see how that works. Like, is he good enough to considerably bring down the usage of everybody else? I don't know. Check out any one of the last 40 spaces, and I'm sure you'll figure that out. But yeah, Timberwolves were the better team. I saw that coming. They showed us all why they, I believe, are 19 and I think 5 right now. I'm not shocked.
20-5 after tonight, but they also legitimately had the best player on the court. Like, Anthony Edwards down the stretch of this game was way better than anything that we had to offer out there. He hit some ridiculous shit, and he just looked like the best player on the floor for extended periods of time on this game. Kendall, give me your thoughts on tonight's game, buddy.
I like what I saw, from the two returning. Like, I thought I was, to Threat's point, Bam was forcing it, which I kind of fuck with to some degree, because it's like, bro, you got to show something that it's your team. You feel me? So I like him forcing shots up, whatever. Fuck it, get back in your flow. Tyler came out cool. Tyler didn't force it, funny enough. But he gonna put the ball in the basket to a degree. But impact elsewhere is always minimal and leaves something to be desired, at least for me. But yeah, it's small, little niggas getting packed at the rim, shit getting punched. That includes Bam too. You know what I'm saying? We know how it is for him, bro, going up against bigger guys on a nightly basis, and this was one of those nights where all his shit was getting caught. But Jimmy Butler, usually I probably wouldn't do this on, you know what I'm saying? I think he had 15 points or some shit, whatever. Not really tripping on the 15 points. I ain't really tripping on how he played until the end of the game. Brother, they said you are a mismatch if you are guarding Karl Anthony Towns. And they went to that shit. Anthony Edwards went to that shit repeatedly. And I guess Jimmy Butler got so worn out, or he was getting worked or didn't want it, that he did that little flop shit, bro. I was so disappointed. That was nasty. But the facts still remain the same at the end of the day, that this is a very bad basketball team when that guy's bad man's happens to lead us in scoring. It does not lead to wins. We are now 1-5 when Tyler Herro leads this team in scoring. Coincidence? I think not.
And you know what you're gonna hear, Kendall? You're gonna hear a bunch of shit. Oh, it wasn't his fault.
I don't think it was.
I bet you don't. They catch everybody every now and again. It wasn't his fault, but yet and still, the results always tend to speak for themselves. So we're finna get into a few of these individual players right now, and we're gonna start with Bam Adebayo. Go ahead and cook on Bam.
Yeah,
fuck what TJ got to say tonight. I was gonna skip his ass again, Kendall. Damn, you fucked up. I was going straight to new.
I'm just trying to add him off.
I was going straight to new with the individual player. We're gonna go right around 3-4 times, skipping the man again. But you done brought him up. God damn, TJ, what, bro?
You know, I try to be humble. I do. I try to be humble. But y'all make it so difficult when I tell you niggas what's gonna happen and you just refuse to listen. Okay? I told you, you know, wait for the bad man to return. Wait for the bad man to return. Let's see how he looks with the offense. And to be fair, yes, we may have a bad record with Herro being leading scorer, but it looks different now. It looks different now. He looks like he fits now. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to let you niggas know that he does fit and it can work and he can be good. Now, it's the Miami Heat, so they're going to lose to the Timberwolves. But, you know, it wasn't bad hoops, bro. It wasn't bad hoops. Herro looked good. He was efficient. Nigga had 2 steals. Like, yo, we good. Yo, we up, yo.
So look, I'll give you this. Herro did look like he fit. I'll give you that. But a bunch of other niggas started looking like they no longer fit when Tyler Herro was out there. Bro, Jaime Jaquez is prime example. TJ, tell me why Jaime Jaquez only got 8 shots tonight.
Because he didn't shoot 9 times. The nigga should have shot again. I don't know. Like,
So that's this. And we're back here now. Now people don't want to shoot, and Tyler has to do it.
But
I don't make the rules, bro. I'm just watching the game.
I'm just saying, go ahead, Threat.
But okay, but at the same token, if Herro's shooting 10 for 18 from the field, I'll take that, bro. I'll take those shots away from Jaime, bro. If Herro gonna shoot that efficiently from the field, you got to take that, bro. You got to. You ain't got no choice.
No, I do have a choice.
Yeah, actually, you do. You're a black man. You're a black man. You always have a choice, black brother. You always have a choice, black brother.
Like, out of 18, take that down to 15 or something. Spread like we didn't get Josh Richardson shooting the ball. We didn't get Duncan Robinson shooting as many times. Like we couldn't get no shots from them guys, and because they went to Tyler Herro. I mean, it's a tale as old as time. You talk about Tyler Herro's game tonight. Did you see anything that you liked with him coming back?
What's the pause? What's the hesitation? I
don't. He was efficient. Like Threat said, he shot 10 for 18, even though like 9 of them baskets came in the first half. But you know, I won't speak too much to that.
17 in the first half, 8 points in the last half. But had 4 points up until the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter, second half. I just want to throw that information out there. Just go ahead. I'm sorry.
Tyler Herro is like, I'll say this, right, TJ? No troll. Tyler Herro is not the problem. The team is the problem. Miami is running Tyler Herro back in year 5 to be their savior offensively. And he should not have to be this guy. But Pat Riley won't trade him unless it's for a top 75 player. And Jaime Jaquez was never on the table and all these other things. So this is not Tyler Herro. Like, I'm going to be honest, bro. Tyler Herro could shoot the ball 30 times a night. I would not care. Like, it does not matter. Is he going to be efficient? Probably not. Is it going to lead to wins? Probably not. But we knew this already. So the fact that he's here, shoot. Like, I'm never going to be, like, as bad as TJ, but, like, shoot the ball. Like, Pat Riley said one of y'all got to average 25, right? Like, okay, Pat put that in the atmosphere. Do your thing, Tyler. Like, it's the team's fault. It's not him, bro. Like, should he be here? Absolutely not. Do I like the way he plays basketball for this team? Absolutely not. But it's the team because they keep trotting him out there, dog. Like, but they like their team, and I've accepted reality. So,
shoot, you
keep leading us to losses, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Nigga shooting 1 for 6 moving, y'all.
Never.
That's who you want to shoot.
Yes.
You're disgusting, bro. You are a fucking travesty, bro. How do you keep Tyler Herro shot 1 for 6 from 3. Right. Duncan Robinson shot 4 for 8.
I know.
Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice? You lagging?
No, I know a nigga who had an opportunity to tie the game with a 3-point shot at the end of the game, but decided to fucking fade away and miss that motherfucker though.
Do tell.
Jimmy Butler. Let's talk about his performance tonight.
Sure.
we gonna keep because this loss not on Tyler Herro if we keeping it a buck.
I mean, no losses ever on Tyler Herro according to Heat Twitter. So I would never expect anybody to blame him.
It's really on the guy who y'all said make promises. He always come through with the promises. I mean, the same guy who promised to win the NBA Finals and win the next game and the next game, but there was no next game left, my brother. That's what happened. If Jimmy Butler gonna take that fadeaway three, he gonna miss it every time. Stick to the mid range. Don't even go to the basket because they're not gonna call a foul, bro. Stick to that midi. That's your game. Take that shot, bro. This loss on Jimmy Butler, bro. Keep it 100.
And I must double back, leave the music playing, because it was only 2 years ago, little less than 2 years ago. That good brother over there in that corner deemed him to be Big Per. And I saw some things from Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler in a manner in which I just have not recognized. And maybe his voice switched up on the court. Jimmy called him soft a couple years ago, but he wasn't soft that night. He was doing what he wanted to Jimmy Butler late in that game, and it was a shame. It hurt to watch because it's Big Per. That's not one of them. That's one of they. That's Big Per. He's pussy. He's not about that. Jimmy, do better.
He traveled like shit on that lob to Gobert. By the way, they ain't called shit on that motherfucker.
No, they I ain't even gonna get into the little referee. Like it was a lot of little shit that went on in there. That was like, damn, y'all gonna let that go? But it is what it is. I agree though with the Jimmy Butler shit and knew oh wait, Ricky, I'm coming to you this time because we done skipped you like 3 times. But Jimmy Butler tonight just did what he hasn't been doing. Like
nigga shot one shot. He shot one shot.
Yeah, like he did what he's been doing, which is kind of like taking the back seat. Tyler came back. He was like, okay, I ain't got to do a bitch ass thing, but be out here. Talk about what it was like to watch him just kind of lollygag through yet another game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, in which I don't think he's ever had a good game against the Timberwolves with us. But like, talk about what it was like to watch him go through another game lackadaisical.
Okay. All right, fine, whatever. Growing up, I watched 3 of the greatest shooting guards in NBA history. I watched Michael Jordan, I watched Kobe Bryant, and I watched Dwayne Wade. In that order, as far as I'm concerned, they're the 3 greatest shooting guards in NBA history. I don't remember an instance where in a game that matters, even in a regular season game like this, where the odds are stacked against you, that I would look at the box score at the final buzzer and see that my man only had 15 points on 12 shots. I don't care who's out there on the floor with him. You know Kobe was gunning, and it wasn't nobody that was taking shots from Michael in the 90s. Dwayne was more, willing to move the ball around and everything, but when it came down to it, he was going to put them shots up. If it didn't go in, all right, it happens. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But I know that a lot of Heat fans, they fall in love with players very quickly, and it causes them to kind of get clouded in their head. But there's a reason why James Bartholomew Butler III isn't on that tier. And what we've seen during the regular season, this season, the season before, is one of those reasons. I mean, he's a good player, has great moments in the playoffs. But, the Timberwolves were appointment viewing. They're one of the best in the West. You want to wake up and step up for that. I don't care who comes back from injury, right? I'm just like, meh. Like, I'm not expecting Kobe, Michael, or Dwayne out of Jimmy Butler. And as a result, I'm not disappointed. But the more we expect that, just because he drops 56 on the Bucks or 45 or 49 on the Celtics in Game 6,
Okay. Want to thank James Todd for the $5 donut. He said, every time we go up double digits, I fully expect us to be in the clutch game. 1,000. Run from it, dread it. Heat clutch game arrives all the same. Trash. Just to bless with the $1.99 donut. Appreciate your game. He said 13 got killed by Rudy and Jimmy deferred again. Yeah, so TJ, after that game winner, was this like a scheduled Jimmy don't give a fuck game, or or did something happen in the game to make it feel like, you know what I mean, he was less interested than anybody else?
No, I honestly don't know why y'all don't expect this now. It's just what he does. If he goes crazy, brother, we aren't seeing another Jimmy performance for 6 to 8 weeks. It's like an injury. Bro, he shows up when he wants to. He's a part-time employee, but the part-time that he does show up for is when we need him the most. So, hey, this is just what he does, bro. It's what's expected.
And I'm gonna let you finish us up on this Jimmy conversation, because I know you probably hate him more than anybody up here. But why is it that we should expect that from our best player? Give me one reason. Give me one thing that Jimmy Butler has done to earn the right to tell us, hey, I'm gonna come out here and half-ass a game against the number 1 seed in the Western Conference tonight. Sabria.
You're wild. I swear to God, you're wild. That's crazy. I thought you were talking to TJ.
I'm talking to you. TJ will speak the least amount on this program tonight.
He hasn't done anything to earn this at all. I don't know. TJ just said he's always there when he needs him. Is he? Because we needed him in the finals and he wasn't there.
Facts.
We needed him when he was
his ankles. But,
we needed him when he was stupidly locked in versus the Bucks. He wasn't there.
He's gotten this franchise to 2 finals. We haven't sniffed.
I don't give a damn. But Norris Cole got this franchise 2 rings. Niggas ain't beating down his door.
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. That's why the regular season shit don't matter to me. It's never mattered with Jimmy.
I agree with TJ. Dog, it's Monday, 12/18. We're talking about a fucking regular season game. We're not even at the fucking All-Star break. And he earned that, bro. We went to 2 finals, bro, and yeah, he folded, bro, but he earned it to be able to take a Monday night off, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. The Timberwolves are they gonna be there? Are they gonna be there when it's all said and done?
Probably not.
They look like
but they might. But they might. They might.
Are they Heat?
But this is my problem though. This is my problem, no threat. This is my problem, no threat. We're 27 games into the year, right? Right. Okay, you saying that Jimmy has earned a night like this tonight off. I take that if it's tonight. But how many of these fucking nights we gonna give him, gang? This ain't the first. This ain't the second. This ain't the third. We pushing double digits of him coming out here half-assing games.
The thing with the Miami Heat, they showed us last year, bro. Just get to the dance. Just get to the dance. That's all we need him to do is will us to the dance, bro. And then from there, I like us versus anybody coming out that East. So just give us a chance to get there, bro, and then contend, bro. So these regular season matches, whether 1 seed, the 7 seed, 8 seed playing, it clearly don't matter. They made the run last year, bro. They can do that shit again. To keep it 100 with you, nobody in the East has earned my respect, bro. I don't fear none of these niggas, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. A lot of these
problem,
niggas is bitch made in the East.
I don't know about that. It's gonna get harder every year.
I agree with Threat 100%, bro.
Me too.
I do not fear nobody in the East, bro. And that is part of the problem, bro. Because we can bullshit around in the regular season and still get through the East, and it makes people think that this shit is acceptable. It's not. They are building habits that will fail them when they get time to play a real game. And I think that's my problem. Ricky, you wanted to jump in the conversation, bro. Go ahead.
No, look, I get the idea that we don't respect other Western Conference teams, given how often the Heat have been to the finals since 2019. But it's a law of diminishing returns. It's gonna get harder and harder and harder when you don't change the roster, and everybody else eventually they're gonna catch whoever. That's just how it works. Bam is doing his thing this season, but it's just. The more this team leans into mediocrity during the regular season, it just makes it harder and harder to establish the kind of position you need in the playoffs to go out and do it. Because at some point, the miracle moments aren't going to happen the way people think. It reminds me of 2003 when the Lakers went down 0-2 against the Spurs. And everybody figured, oh, Robert Horry in Game 5, he's going to hit a big three, send the Lakers back to LA up 3-2, and then they're going to close out the Spurs. Well, eventually what happened was that Lakers team was so weak in terms of its bench that Tim Duncan cleaned their clock in Game 6. Not only that, but that Robert Horry three that they assumed was just going to drop because of what happened in years prior, it didn't. And then they had to retool, and then pretty much the dynasty ended about a year and a half later after that. It's
This
just
nigga has been giving us
goes
character
like
bios
this.
in the comments.
The more people think like, oh no, we'll be there, we'll be all right. Whatever, even if you want to call this like an unofficial, I wouldn't call it a dynasty, but this feels more and more like Pistons 91, Lakers 03, Lakers 89.
You're gonna get 2 more historic references for I punch your ass about.
I got 2 more? All right, fine.
You got 2 more historical references, bro.
Heat 2014. Like
That's
it was looking good until it wasn't. And then it gets real nasty. It's just, I just know at some point the ground's going to fall out from underneath this team, and we're all going to be, well, maybe not us per se, but a lot of Heat fans are going to be like, oh no, what happens? Like, yo, we've been warning you about this. It's just by the grace of God or something that this team is able to somehow pull this off. It's just setting yourself up for failure in the worst possible way.
Yeah, it's kind of like that thing from Spider-Man where it was like if you expect disappointment, then you won't get disappointed, which is what we tend to do with this team. But it's also like it's a lot of things that makes you optimistic about the team that feel more like fugazi, like the bottom could fall out, like glass ceiling type shit. Like you can see the floor. Kendall, you was trying to jump in for a minute.
I was gonna say I'm on TJ. I'm with TJ and Threat too. Like that's why I said I didn't have a problem with nothing. Like even the way Jimmy played until like those last like 2-3 minutes of the game, like when Cat was like pretty much trying to go at him and the shit was working. I never thought, like, I don't hold Jimmy in like that high regard as it is. Like I know he's not a superstar player, and a superstar to me is like a guy who can carry your team like on both ends. Like, well, not in this day and age at least. So at least offensively, like in today's game, like from game 1 all the way through a playoff run. And I know like Jimmy can't do that no more. Well, he never could. So it's whatever. But like I had a problem with the end of the game. And then like the whole like the thing I get what they're saying, like, and the real problem of the roster being the roster, like that's separate from like Jimmy having like a game where it's like, all right, like he settled in. Like those two things ain't like aligned to me, because it's not like Jimmy didn't want the roster to get flipped on his head. Like he literally said he would all that like this summer. So
sure, I agree with the overarching point. I just can separate games like tonight.
My problem with him when these games are like repetitive, when it's like over and over and over again, like when it stretches like early in the season, which kind of aligns with us being 1-5 when Tyler's the leading scorer, because most of them games Jimmy was like on some bullshit. So
like tonight when Tyler plays again, not Jimmy back on some bullshit after just hitting a game winner. But that's Jimmy's fault.
For sure. And my problem is like I don't feel like, honestly, I don't know what the last thing you said. I just said for sure, so I could keep going. So I didn't. My problem be like, you don't feel his impact. It seemed like bro, like if these two boys come back, bro, like why aren't you like trying to create for them? Like, yeah, you're not really a playmaker, but we seen him be a playmaker like in his first. Like, why are you not trying to create for like those guys to ease them back in? Because you was playing well with them out. Like Jimmy was playing decent enough, like offensively, but we're gonna keep running into this, man. That boy beat up, bro. Like, and that be my main point. Like, he can't play his game no more night in and night out. Like, the league ain't going for that. Them young niggas that he run into, like, them boys not going for that. Like, they not going for them pump fakes no more. These young refs that's quick to throw a motherfucker out the game and tee people up, they not calling them fouls like on the paint like that no more, bro. Like, So it just is what it is. So, but like I wouldn't kill him. Like I can't kill him for a night like tonight. Besides like the end of the game, because when he got back in the game, like bro was dead ass better staying on the bench. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, he was on his dickhead big time when he came back in the game. But I do agree with your overarching point that he should have been the one to do more table setting for Bam and Tyler when they got back, because they elected not to start a point guard at all tonight.
Right.
They decided to start Kevin Love and Caleb and Jimmy and Bam and Tyler. So I mean, we can talk about that a little bit. TJ, bro, what was the first thought that went through your mind when you saw that they had bench Duncan and decided to go with Tyler, Caleb, Kevin Love, Jimmy, and Bam?
That they wanted point bad man. They wanted to see what that looks like because Kyle Lowry, brother. I hope they kept your seat warm because you will be returning to the bench, my brother. You will not be seeing those starting minutes
at the point bad man.
Excuse me?
Absolutely after point bad man because
you're talking about the guy with the least amount of assists out of the starting lineup. That point bad man.
The assists
I
just
guess
don't
not.
matter. Their offense doesn't need a point guard. Their offense doesn't require a point guard. Kyle Lowry
What does this offense need, brother?
Spo. That's all they need, bro. That's their best offensive weapon is Eric Spoelstra. And somehow they figure it out. Tyler and Duncan feels like they can play together for some reason. Duncan's good enough defensively, and they are lighting people up when they're on the court together offensively. So, hey, Kyle Lowry, you're a bench player.
I don't know. I don't feel like that was the case. I felt like this offense was struggling quite a bit, to be honest with you.
I mean, we blew a 17-point lead.
It's the Miami Heat. That just come with the territory.
That's also true.
That's
like
the
I think,
point,
that's
so
the point. Like
ain't good.
they couldn't get into offense like for prolonged stretches of this game, bro.
That happens with or without Kyle Lowry. That the point guard thing don't matter. That's just the Miami Heat experience.
That's a fair point because I can't argue it because we've seen it and talked about it for fucking 2 years, 3 years now. What did you think when you first saw the way that the direction that they chose to go with Tyler Herro and Bam returning to the lineup?
Thought it was stupid. Like, even if we're gonna start Tyler at the point guard, which I don't care. Kyle was out, fine. Do whatever you want to do. Starting Caleb Martin was stupid. Point blank, period. It didn't make any sense.
Or Kevin Love.
It didn't make any sense. But, it was dumb. It's going to still be dumb. Kyle's going to come back. He's going to be the 1. Tyler will be the 2. Like, it's stupid. The way the team is constructed is stupid, though. So, like, I don't know what TJ talking about. Assists don't matter. Assists always matter, brother. Shout out to Justin Bless. Tyrese Halliburton averaged like 14 assists. The bitches matter.
Not since he said it's my time.
After that in-season tournament concluded.
Yeah,
that nigga took game watching. That shit don't fit the same.
I ain't going. Listen, man. It's dumb. Like, it's no reason Duncan Robinson should have been sent to the bench. And I don't care. Even if that means starting with Tyler, he should have started, period. Like, if something ain't broke, don't break it. Like, I don't know what Spo was thinking. Like your offense has been humming. He's been in a rhythm as a starter. The person he plays best with on the team is Bam. Bam's coming back, and you send him to the bench.
I felt like he got benched for Kevin Love, to be real.
Even he might have. I'm nice.
Like that, but I did think like Spo benched him for Kevin Love. But I'm gonna be real, I really don't. I didn't care. I don't care how tall Rudy Gobert is, and I definitely don't care about how tall Karl Anthony Towns is because that nigga is not tough on no boards. Like he grab rebounds when there's small people around him, and fuck it, put Duncan on him and tell Duncan to box out to save his life, and I bet he'll do a good job. I wouldn't have put Kevin Love out there. For what? Just to grab board. That's what.
So, bro, I think my problem was, bro, like when you put Duncan on the bench, and I said this in the space a couple of days ago. Like, it's not just a matter of like the fact that you have to put Duncan on the bench. It's where you have to put him when you start Tyler Herro, because Duncan's not the 6th man. Duncan is the 7th man off the bench. Like he comes behind Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah, I was about to say
Jaquez came in first for Kevin Love off the bench. That was the first sub that they made. Threat, give me your thoughts on kind of what the decision was to start Tyler Herro over Duncan and start Kevin Love too.
I mean, to keep it 100 with you, the way Tyler started the season off, he earned that respect to be in the starting lineup. So I didn't really give a fuck that Duncan Robinson got put to the bench. At the end of the day, all that starting shit, it don't fucking matter. That's just the dumbest argument to me. It's about who finishes the fucking game. Worry about that lineup. All that shit, who starts the game, who comes off, who's the first nigga off the bench. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit matters, dog. Who closes the game when the game matters, bro? That's the only thing that matters to me. I don't care about a starting lineup ever.
I think I disagree with you there because I think with the starters and shit like that, it's very important to establish a rhythm for certain players. I think Bam, Jimmy are rhythm type players. Establishing them early is the way that we usually get the best results from them. And so the people around them matter. The people who are deferring to them, the people who are getting out of their fucking way, the people who are providing them spacing, all that shit matters in terms of establishing their rhythm, which is the only reason that I care about the starting lineup. I do agree that the finishing lineup is what's most important, but that to me only includes shit. In my eyes, 2 people guaranteed, and then the other 3 niggas rotating around them. So that's just my personal opinion. Ricky, what did you think when you saw the starting lineup? What?
The fact that we got 3 niggas rotating.
Hold on, Ricky. Hold on. What you said?
The fact that there's 3 niggas rotating to end the game and that there's no set closing lineup, bro. I feel like that's a major problem, and I feel like that's...
you should have 4 people.
I feel like that's my thing. I feel like
4 niggas, and then the 1 nigga be interchangeable, whether it be a big or whether it's a nigga to get a defensive stop or a 3-point shooter. Like, that's how it should be. Not 3 interchangeable niggas.
I feel like we have 2 and 3 interchangeable people. I don't think the Miami Heat feel that way. I think Miami feels like they have 4. I think they feel like they can close with Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, Jaime, and rotate that 5th person. Whichever wing is playing the best that night outside of Jimmy. Like, that's how I feel Miami views it. I only view it as the 2 people. Go ahead, Ricky. Sorry to cut you off, but go ahead and he said that's all.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I have to give Duncan. It's weird that I'm actually saying this. I have to give Duncan Robinson a great deal of credit because Duncan Robinson has always presented himself to me as a sort of emotionally, if not mentally, in terms of competitiveness, fragile player where the wind shifts in a different direction and all of a sudden he starts putting up 2 for 10s like it's normal. Based on the way he played tonight, at the very least statistically, he moved to the bench. Tyler Herro came back, and he still gave you about 14, 5, and 3 or 4 assists. I think, quite frankly, and I still feel, and I have to be a skeptic about this, but maybe this is a new page that Duncan has turned. I believe in the post game, like when surrounded by the press, he continued to repeat the mantra that I got to stay aggressive, stay assertive, stay focused. And I feel like that's a different kind of vibe that Duncan's been giving off relative to recent seasons, where he's kind of out of it. He reminds me of Vladimir Radmanovic on the Lakers during the 2010s when they would call him a space cadet. He would kind of just zone out. That's pretty much what Phil Jackson would call him. He would zone out and space out. But now,
can you explain that in NFL terms?
No, because that nigga must have thought I was playing with him. He thought I meant that one soliloquy you had, Tumo. No, nigga, the whole show. You got 2 more times to talk about anything pre-millennium.
Who the fuck is Vladimir Smatsuratovich?
Vladimir Radmanovic? You don't know who that is, brother? He used to play for the Seattle Supersonics, bro.
I know Saksavujicic.
You know, them chiches get pretty elite nowadays, bro. Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic. Like, there's a lot of hoes out here now. Them chiches, bro. Them chiches out here now. But it used to only be very few. Like, Vladimir Radmanovic, I was fucking with him. I think he was like number 77 or something for the Ricky. Talk about 2023 basketball.
It's literally what I was. It was a comparison. It's literally what I was doing. He's remaining focused, and I'm convinced that moving forward, I think he might actually end up becoming a more consistent and productive player, if not for the Miami Heat, for someone else that brings the Miami someone very special. I'm really glad to see that Duncan Robinson, at the very least, is doing what he's being paid to do, which is hit at least 3 to 4 threes a game. I think that's great. He took 8, hit 4. That's 50% from the field. I'm cool with that. That works for me. As far as the lineup, I'd like to think I've been very consistent as far as my position regarding where I think Tyler Herro fits best on this team. And I think it's best. He's in his best role as a sixth man type. I mean, he won the sixth man award 2 years ago. And since Miami apparently isn't going to be moving him, he's better off coming off the bench in that role while potentially allowing Duncan Robinson to continue starting in that role. Because I think if there's a way where you can maximize both of those guys, it bodes well for the Heat's chances. Because as we've seen, I'm not sure that this is something that's going to be conducive to winning long term. But then again, it depends on what your expectations of the Miami Heat are.
Your expectations are that they're going to win a championship. And I think tonight was a kind of resounding message to all of us who were kind of questioning what the Miami Heat would do. Tyler Herro is the Miami Heat starting shooting guard, whether you like it, I like it, anybody likes it or not. He will be starting.
I just remember something. I didn't mention this before, but 2010 is actually within this millennium.
Right. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were trying to correct me because I told you to keep – you want me to tell you what correcting me get you? The fuck out of my fucking face! That's what it gets your bitch ass. You're not coming back. You might as well leave. What I was about to talk about, he just pissed me off so much, bro. I was about to do the Simple Health Advisors plug, and I had a great transition. Now I don't.
Look like Herro on fast break, huh?
Why?
Listen, brother. Just fumbling shit all over the place, bro. When all he has to do is make the simple play, like the simple health. Ah! Fuck!
He just threw that lob like Herro to UD, ain't it?
Yeah, ain't it? You see him. He left himself out there to dry. He caught.
Y'all can't fucking hear. Oh, I can hear. Simple Health Advisors. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4. What the fuck is Justin? Shit. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 3, 8. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 3, 8. 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 7, 3, 8. Don't complicate insurance, I can't wait. Do you need the extra do so? Call James Pugh at Simple Health Advisors. He is not a liar, so pick up the phone and call Simple Health Advisors. Hey, bro, just because of that little jig, I don't even remember the man phone number, not finding it. You gotta see it. James Pugh, I'm really sorry, bro. Like, I fucked your shit up tonight. Send that money, though. TJ, I ain't heard you talk in a while, bro. Criminal coming up now. I got
to even care.
Do I even care about what?
Me talking?
No, I don't. No. So let's move on. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Go ahead.
Time to wrap it up.
I have nothing to say.
Unlike Ant Edwards, bro. Go ahead and wrap that.
Hey, bro. First of all, send me the video. All right. Send the video. Okay. That's all we care about around these parts. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn how to deal with a situation that somebody feel like they got you backed into a corner, I would like to avert your eye to that Anthony Edwards situation. Brother handled that like a champ. As soon as that video was sent, the last thing she heard, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Woo! That boy fucking cooked. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got some special shit going on because the very next game is against you know who? TJ, we playing your boys. We playing your boys. Big old town in the house. Fuck you talking about. Just so y'all know, we will not be doing a post-game show. Instead, we will be watching that game live on our playback channel. The playback channel link is in the description of this video below. So make sure you become a member of that. Just so that you can be. What?
Oh, no, I was just saying, I've been out the loop, bitch, ain't it? I don't even know what the fuck be going on no more. We watching that motherfucker live?
Yes, we're gonna watch that live as a family. People from the comment section will be able to jump on stage just like Spaces, be able to talk to us during the game. TJ, I actually need to talk to you after this because I can't do Orlando Magic games because they're my local team. So I'm gonna have to make you a moderator. So you got to be up there the whole time. But either way, also on that stream, we gave it away. Fuck is you talking about? First things first. PS5 Spider-Man Edition. Going crazy. Going crazy. Y'all know the rules. Make sure you're already subscribed to the Basement Sports Network on YouTube and go retweet the tweet that is pinned.
Oh, this fake.
What about this one? Xbox Series X, but you can also be heard. But that's going to be given away on the 22nd on the Postgame show. And I ain't going to lie, Justin probably letting y'all in on a little secret. Because when you get this box, there'll be no PlayStation in there. But I'm going to ask you first, TJ. TJ, the boy feeling good?
I'm conflicted. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's the O. Niggas know what we doing when we come to the O, you know?
Oh, that shit, Vaughn.
You know? But
yo, you know Vaughn.
The Batman has returned. So I obviously want him to perform well. I'm not even gonna disregard.
Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco.
Insider, y'all. Insider.
Oh yeah, we packing somebody up tonight.